Hey everyone, I just saw the tour Mrs Doubtfire open night. I have a special guest.
Hi,
Who are you, good sir?
I'm Rob McClure. I played Mrs Doubtfire tonight.
All right, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
My name's Tanner.
Nice to meet you, Tanner. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. Where were you born, grew up, and what made you want to pursue theater?
I grew up in New Jersey, and I saw a community theater production of Sweeney Todd when I was 15 and
Did
fell in
that
love.
show?
Yeah, the best.
It was. How many times did you watch this movie before you got
Oh
in?
God, hundreds. Hundreds.
You did this role on Broadway, right?
I did, yep.
How is this different from when you did on Broadway?
Well, what I love about touring is that you get to meet people where they're at. You know, there's a mutual sense of gratitude. When the curtain goes up, they're just as excited that we're there as we are to be there. So I love touring. This is my third national tour. I would do it forever.
Well, how do you feel when they do changes? Because usually when Broadway touring shows are put on tour, they
Yes.
usually make some changes to
Yes.
songs and scenery. Do you know why they do that?
Yeah, it's another opportunity for the creative team to give it one last swing. You know, what usually happens is Broadway previews and tech becomes a bit of a pressure cooker, and there may be things that they wanted to explore but never really got to before it opened. So when they remount a new tour, a new production, it's an opportunity for the creative team to get back in there one more time and tweak any last things they didn't get to before it left.
Was it like that when you did Something Rotten on Broadway and on tour?
It sure was. Yes, yeah, they revamped. There was an argument number between me and my brother in Act 2 that they revamped for the tour.
What was it like working with Christian Borle on Broadway?
The best. I love him. It's like a brother. Love him.
What about Brad Oscar?
Oh my! Well, he actually played my brother, and I was a fan of Brad since high school. I saw him in Jekyll and Hyde like 7 times.
He's on Broadway playing Wicked.
It sure is.
I know you did Beetlejuice, and I know you just told me, but can you tell them if you saw the Beetlejuice sequel
Of
and
course
how
I
you
did.
felt?
Of course I did. I love it. Anything that has to do with the Beetlejuice, canon, that meant so much to me. I wore that VHS out when I was a kid. I've seen that movie hundreds and hundreds of times, and getting to be Adam Maitland on Broadway was one of the great honors of my life.
What's the hardest part about doing the woman part with the prosthetic mask on?
Nuancing the performance so that it goes through the mask into the big houses, so that your performance reaches the balcony even though you're sort of buried alive under there.
Have you always been a fan of doing impressions all your life?
Always, ever since I was a little kid. Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Yes.
Would you compare yourself to Robin Williams?
No, never. No.
Would you treasure your performance every time you think of him?
Yes, of course.
I loved Robin Williams. He was so funny. I can't believe he's gone.
He's the best. He is a living. I would like to think that his performances are still alive in us. He changed us all for the better, and I try to honor him every night with the show.
All right. Well, thank you. I'll let you go now.
Thank you.
Nice
Nice
to
see you.
subscribe, and I say farewell.
Take care.